Lather and Nothing Else, page 2. Remember, after each section, you may pause the video to make your annotations and then click play when you are ready to resume. Begin reading now. How many did you get? I asked. 14. We had to go in pretty far to find them, but they're paying for it now, and not one of them will come out alive, not one. He leaned back in the chair when he saw I was holding up the shaving brush full of lather. I still hadn't put the sheet on him. That's how disoriented I was. I took a sheet out of the drawer and tied it around my client's neck. He didn't stop talking. He took for granted that I was on the side of the new order. Stop the recording and make your annotations. Hit play when you are ready to resume. The town has learned its lesson from what happened the other day, he said. Yes, I replied as I finished tying the knot on his dark, sweaty neck. That was pretty good, wasn't it? Very good, I answered as I picked up the brush again. The man closed his eyes, sighing with fatigue, and waited for the cool caress of the soap. I had never had him so close. The day he ordered the townspeople to gather in the schoolyard to see the 4 rebels hanging there, I caught a glimpse of him. But the sight of the mutilated bodies kept my eyes from lingering on the face of the man who was responsible for it all, the man whose face I was now going to take in my hands. It wasn't an unpleasant face for sure, and his beard, though it made him appear older, looked good on him. His name was Torres, Captain Torres. A man with a good imagination, after all. It hadn't occurred to anyone before him to string up the rebels naked and use various parts of their bodies for target practice. Hit stop on the recording and annotate your thoughts. When you are ready for the next section, click Start to resume. I started to apply the first layer of soap. His eyes were still closed. What I wouldn't do for a little sleep, he said, but there's a lot of work to be done this afternoon. I lifted the brush and, feigning casual unconcern, asked, Firing squad? Something like that, but slower, he replied. All of them? No, just a few. This is the end of page 2. Hit stop and make your annotations. When you're ready to resume with page 3, hit the link for page 3.